Imagine being born in a city you could never name, a place where children went to school, where mothers cooked meals, where thousands of people worked, laughed, fell in love, and built their entire lives. There was only one problem. According to the Soviet Union, that city did not exist. You could not find it on any map. You could not buy a train ticket to it. You could not even write its real name in a letter. Behind these fences was one of the most dangerous secrets humanity had ever created. A weapon powerful enough to erase entire cities in a single flash. For nearly 50 years, the Soviet Union successfully hid an entire city from the world. Its name was Arzamas 16. And the truth buried behind its walls helped bring humanity closer to extinction. Welcome to Apache Uncovered, where forgotten worlds, hidden histories, and the greatest mysteries of humanity are brought back into the light. Because history is not always what we are told. Sometimes it is what we were never meant to find. August 1945. The Second World War was coming to an end, but in the skies over Japan, humanity crossed a line from which there would be no return. The atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki revealed a new kind of power. A single weapon could destroy an entire city. The message reached every government on Earth. Whoever controlled nuclear technology would control the future. No one understood this better than Soviet leader Joseph Stalin. The Soviet Union had emerged from the war victorious but exhausted. Its cities were destroyed. Millions were dead. Yet Stalin knew something terrifying. The United States possessed a weapon that could change the balance of power forever. And if the Soviet Union failed to build its own bomb, it would remain vulnerable. He gave his scientists a mission: build an atomic weapon. Do it quickly. Do it secretly. Failure was not an option. The Soviet government needed more than a laboratory. They needed a world hidden from the world, a place where scientists could work in complete secrecy, a place surrounded by forests, far from foreign eyes, far from curious citizens. They selected a remote area around an ancient monastery in the forests of the Nizhny Novgorod region. The monastery had survived wars, revolutions, and centuries of Russian history. Now it would become something entirely different. The walls that once protected monks would now protect the most dangerous scientific project on Earth. Construction began. Roads appeared. Laboratories rose from the ground. Apartment buildings were built. Factories expanded. Security fences surrounded the area. Armed guards controlled every entrance and exit. The town was removed from public maps. Its real location was classified. Its name disappeared. To the outside world, it was a blank space. But inside the fences, a new civilization was growing. A civilization built around a single secret: the atomic bomb. For nearly 50 years, this city remained hidden from the world. Its official name was Arzamas 16. Today, it is known as Sarov. Imagine being born in a city you cannot admit exists. Imagine going to school every day, knowing that your home has no official address. Imagine telling your friends outside the city that you live somewhere else. This was the reality for the people of Arzamas 16. When residents wrote letters, they could not write the name of their city. Instead, they used false postal addresses linked to nearby locations. Their mail was carefully controlled. Visitors required special permission. Leaving the city was heavily restricted, and bringing outsiders inside was almost impossible. The fences were not just there to keep enemies out, they were there to keep secrets in. Yet life inside was surprisingly comfortable compared to many other parts of the Soviet Union. The government needed its best minds, the greatest physicists, the most talented engineers, the people responsible for creating the weapon that would protect the Soviet state. To keep them productive, the government provided better housing, reliable supplies, good schools, cultural centers, medical facilities. Inside the fence, there was a privileged world. Outside the fence, many ordinary Soviet citizens struggled with shortages and hardship. It was a strange contradiction, a paradise built around the possibility of apocalypse. Behind the laboratory doors, some of the most brilliant scientific minds in the Soviet Union worked day and night. Among them was physicist Igor Kurchatov, the leader of the Soviet atomic project. Their mission was simple to describe, almost impossible to achieve: create a bomb capable of unleashing the energy locked inside the atom. The pressure was enormous. They knew Stalin expected results. They also knew the consequences of failure under his government. Many scientists worked under fear. Some specialists involved in Soviet nuclear projects were prisoners or worked within the wider forced labor system surrounding secret construction projects. The line between scientific achievement and political terror was often very thin. Every calculation mattered. Every experiment mattered. Every mistake could have catastrophic consequences. August 29, 1949, a remote area of Kazakhstan, a device known as RDS-1 was placed on a tower. The Soviet Union called it First Lightning. At the appointed moment, the desert became brighter than the sun. A massive fireball rose into the sky. The shockwave traveled across the empty landscape. The Soviet Union had successfully tested its first atomic bomb. The American monopoly on nuclear weapons was over. A new era had begun. The Cold War was no longer a political struggle. It was now a race between two nations capable of destroying each other. And at the center of this terrifying new reality was a city that officially did not exist. For decades, Arzamas 16 remained hidden. People who lived there often used coded addresses such as Arzamas 16 rather than the actual location. To outsiders, it appeared as if the city was somewhere near Arzamas, but the real town was many kilometers away. It was a deliberate deception. Even maps created for Soviet citizens left the location blank. Foreign intelligence agencies knew something important was happening somewhere in the region, but the full picture remained hidden behind layers of secrecy. A whole city had been transformed into a state secret, a place with thousands of residents, thousands of stories, thousands of lives, all hidden behind a name that was not real. Arzamas 16 did not disappear after the first bomb. It became the heart of Soviet nuclear weapons research. For decades, scientists there developed more advanced weapons. The nuclear race accelerated. America built larger bombs. The Soviet Union responded. Both sides created arsenals capable of destroying human civilization many times over. By the 1960s, the world lived under a terrifying possibility. A single misunderstanding, a false alarm, a decision made in minutes could trigger a war with no winners. And hidden behind the forests of Russia was one of the places where this balance of terror was engineered. Then came 1991. The Soviet Union collapsed. The country that had hidden Arzamas 16 for decades no longer existed. Slowly, some of its secrets began to emerge. The world learned more about the hidden cities scattered across the Soviet landscape. Arzamas 16 revealed its true identity. Its historical name returned: Sarov. The city appeared on maps. People could finally acknowledge where they had lived. A place that had been erased from geography returned to the world, but many restrictions remained. Even today, Sarov remains a closed city because of its continuing connection to Russia's nuclear research facilities. You still cannot simply visit whenever you want. The gates are still there. The guards are still there. The silence has not completely disappeared. This is perhaps the strangest part of the entire story. Unlike Atlantis, unlike lost civilizations buried beneath the sand, unlike ancient cities swallowed by the jungle, this hidden city was never destroyed. It was never abandoned. It was simply hidden. For decades, millions of people looked at maps of the Soviet Union without realizing an entire city was missing. Children were born there. Families built their lives there. Scientists changed the future there. And the rest of the world knew almost nothing. The greatest secrets are not always buried underground. Sometimes they are built in plain sight, protected by fences, hidden behind false names, and erased with a single stroke of a government pen. But perhaps the most disturbing question is not what was hidden in the past. It is what may still be hidden today. If the Soviet Union could erase an entire city from maps, hide thousands of citizens behind fences, and keep one of humanity's most dangerous secrets hidden for decades, what else did they bury in the shadows? Because deep within the frozen wilderness of Siberia lies another mystery, a place so ancient, so deep, and so isolated that even Soviet military divers reported encountering something they could not explain. A story involving a forbidden mission, a classified report, and a terrifying encounter beneath the waters of the deepest lake on Earth. Was it a Cold War myth? A military secret? Or something the Soviet Union never wanted the world to know? Should Apache Uncovered open the classified files of the secret of Lake Baikal? Tell us your theories in the comments below. And if you want us to uncover what really happened beneath the dark waters of Siberia, let us know, because some secrets are not buried beneath the ground. They are waiting in the darkness below until the next mystery is uncovered. What else might still be hidden? What secrets remain behind closed doors? What places exist today that the rest of the world has never been allowed to see? This has been Apache Uncovered, where forgotten worlds, hidden histories, and the greatest mysteries of humanity are brought back into the light. Because history is not always what we are told. Sometimes it is what we are never meant to find.